In this lesson, we are going to learn about AnimatedContainer. Animation in-app, in general, gives the user sense of smooth transition. Such feelings make user feel that the app is well-made with great execution. In this lesson, we will look at a basic animation with squares using the container widget. We will declare a container state variable and use it in our AnimatedContainer widget for changing its dimensions. We will also set the curve and duration property. Now, let's get started. Today we are going to learn about the AnimatedContainer widget. AnimatedContainer can apply animation when changing the container depending on the app's status. It is usually used to apply the gesture by covering the container with the gesture detector, and we can use the pressed bold value to change it to only 2 states. Still, we can save the state with a class and animate it according to the type of motion. We will use the gesture detector to create an app that changes the container every time we make a different gestures on the screen. Let's first run the code and compare it with the code. Before anything else, we will create a new custom class and use it as a variable to flexibly change the container state. Name the class with container state and declare the variables that makes up the container, which are width, height, color, alignment, and text. We also set each variable to the constructor of the class. In the state class that makes up the page as the main, create the container states type variable that we just created. Name it container state and initialize it to 100 for height and width, blue for color, center for alignment, and not tapped for text. Set the gesture detector on the body. We use on tap, on long press, on double tap callback as gestures. For each motions, the parameters are all set differently. Set today's topic animated controller as the child of the center widget. This widget is also a container, so the properties are similar to the existing basic container widget. However, the difference is that the container state arguments are taken over as a value. So, the shape is animated according to the state changes. For example, as we can see in the code, width is container states.width, which gives a value that changes according to the gesture. Because it is a container with animation, we must set the duration and curve properties. Duration is set to 2 seconds, and the curve is set to fast out, slow in. When we press on the container briefly, it becomes yellow with a height and width of 200. When pressed long, it becomes a long red container. And when we double click it, it becomes a long horizontal green container. We learned from the gesture detector that the container changes with the same gesture, but the difference is that when the value of the container changes, it slowly animates according to duration and curve. Now, try to practice this for yourself in Darkpad or locally and see the different results and outputs. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.